we have been recalibrating our platform to have the best platform out there. Of course, that's going to be a continuous job, but what we have now accomplished in a little bit more than a quarter on the product side, on the marketing side, and so on, we're going to start getting the fruit of that now very, very soon. And we are in Q4, and I promised before that we're going to deliver this in Q4, and now it's coming.
Welcome back, everybody. My next guest is Thomas Rosander. He's the CEO of Real Luck Group, trading on the TSX Venture under the symbol LUKEF. Thomas, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Thomas, I'm a shareholder in Luck Group, and it's impossible to start the conversation without saying I'm assuming you're as disappointed in the share price performance as I am.
Yeah. It's been a challenge, I can tell you that. It is extremely disappointing for us as well, and for me personally as well, of course. It's not the situation you want to come into, but it is what it is, and right now it's in an attractive position as well for many, I would like to think. I think that the reasons behind this price is a lot. One of them is from ourselves, because when I joined after the previous CEO, we realized that to reach the humble goal that we have to become the number one esports betting destination, we had to build some things that just weren't in place yet.
Right.
So we had to kind of, if I would have started using all the money invested in us to spend on marketing at that point, that would have been irresponsible, and we wouldn't have gotten the return of investment on that money as we could have. So the right thing was to pull the brakes a little bit and recalibrate our platform, is what we call it. And the good news about that is that we are pretty much there now. So we are super excited to finally be able to hit that marketing spend button and let's get going. Of course, I would have liked to do that from the beginning, but sometimes you just have to roll with the punches, I guess. And of course, the markets weren't helping either. And as I guess investors know, the micro small caps have had a tough time. And after the initial hype of the esports, and especially during the pandemic, investors realized that this is a long-term thing.
Sure.
And esports is not going away, video games are not going away, and esports betting is not going away, and it's not something that comes really fast. The good part of that is that it's pretty much unstoppable, and it's happening whether we like it or not, or whatever the market says. The number of video game players and esports enthusiasts and bettors are growing anyway. So
yeah. I know for a fact that part of the selling pressure is coming from the one of the original financing became free trading partially in September. So August and September are typically the worst times to sell a stock, and often the best times to buy a stock. So what are the main catalysts that I as an investor should be focused on for the next quarter that should make me feel good about holding on to my stock?
Yeah. First of all, I think, as I said, I think the share price is very attractive right now, considering how much cash we have at hand and so on. And when it comes to the catalysts, as I said, we have been recalibrating our platform to have the best platform out there. Of course, that's going to be a continuous job, but what we have now accomplished in a little bit more than a quarter on the product side, on the marketing side, and so on, we're going to start getting the fruit of that now very, very soon. And we are in Q4, and I promised before that we're going to deliver this in Q4, and now it's coming. Of course, that doesn't mean that the revenues become amazing directly, but at least we will start seeing some trend. And if we look internally, at least our team are gonna be able to see that all the fantastic stuff they've been building in action. So we're super excited about that. And then another thing which kind of fits into our strategy, because we are going to be the number one esports betting destination. That's what we've been building for. But as I said, that's a long-term goal, and that's what we're here for, and that's what we're going to do independently of what's happening, because right now we feel that we're very confident with the money we have and what we're building. But we also realize that there are some other opportunities that can give us revenue in the short term. So we will launch online casino very, very soon.
Sure.
Let's put it like that.
So when you say marketing, you're talking about customer acquisition for the platform, gamblers?
Yeah. So for the ones who are not don't really understand what we're doing, it's about esports betting. So it works like any sports book. Basically, we have an edge on the odds and earn a little bit there. But as what is absolutely crucial to be able to acquire players is to have a working acquisition funnel, and you have to have a retention mechanic that is working. This is pretty much standard for all sites, but in this business, it is a super hard competition. You have to have it spot on. You can go at it with a mediocre product, but then you don't get the return on investment on the players you're buying. And that's what we felt, and it was worth doing this. And I understand that shareholders, and we are as well, we're not happy where the share price is, but at the same time, we have a very solid plan. We have the money, we know what we're doing, and now we're about to start. And it would be sad for the ones who have been with us this long not to be part of the next journey of the company, I would say.
Mm-hmm. So at this point, has the player base been growing on the platform?
Yes, it has, but both the player base and the revenues are what I would say not material. Like it's, I've been in the iGaming business for almost 18 years, and get used to certain volumes, you get used to certain revenues and EBITDA and so on. And this is a startup that had to. We got the boost from the pandemic. We had perfect timing of the raise and the listing, so we're grateful for that. But what we have to build and what we have to do in terms of acquiring players and enhancing our product, that is a plan that can't change, independently on what's happening, and we are executing on that ahead of plan, and we are super confident in that the revenues are about to come, and the player base as well.
Sure. Among the greatest assets that a platform can have in the esports betting world, in my experience, is novelty, is being a new player on the block, because the audience is so fickle. Because they can go anywhere, they can play anywhere with their money. And typically, if they lose, they abandon that platform and go somewhere else, try their luck somewhere else. So, what is it about LuckBox that differentiates it from other esports betting platforms?
Yeah, I'm very familiar with what you're saying, and it's the same in the whole iGaming or online gambling. Like there's no loyalty amongst players.
Unless you deliver winnings all regularly.
Yeah, it's. I think that there are two things here. One is that we're going for the new betting generation. So the ones who are gonna be the the future bettors of the world, and they are not the ones who used to go to the Sunday game with the paper slip, or with their father who had a paper slip bet in his pocket. These are people who, they might be playing sports still, but when they leave the training or the arena or whatever, the pitch, they go home and they play video games again or watch video games. So the approach, how you approach them, has to be different from a traditional sports book. And I think that LuckBox already from the beginning had a very progressive product that was tailored for that generation. The thing is that you have to evolve it on a daily basis, more or less, because everybody's building all the time. And to be competitive, you have to have the best product. And in my few previous successes as a CEO and with companies, the key is to have a product that they love, of course. And now we have taken the time and we have built something even better on the good thing that we already had. And I'm sure that all the existing competitors in the industry and so on are going to keep a very close eye on what we're doing and how our product behaves and how it looks and so on. So we have built something for the future, and at the same time, and it's built for that future generation, and it's also something that really breeds video gaming and that part that we can see that our future audience really appeals to them. And we're doing the same with the marketing and the content and so on. And as we're launching online casino, we are using those facts as well. So this is a casino that is built with the same target audience in mind, but I also know that online casino audiences, they are, as you pointed out, they are not super loyal. So when we're going to be new in that space, and we're going to have a casino that breeds video gaming, and that is really going to stand out, and that's going to make all the partners from traffic partners or affiliates, they are going to be interested. We know they already are. They're already lined up to help us and send players to us. So,
okay. Well, that's a great update. We'll leave it there for now and come back to you in due course. Best of luck in 2022. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
You bet. Bye for now. I mean, this stock has been selling off and selling off and selling off since it went public. And I don't know, will this new marketing program Thomas makes reference to change the course of history, as it were, for this company, or will it continue to slide down lower? Full disclosure, I do have 120,000 shares in this. They are escrowed, and so I can sell 60,000 in December, I believe, and 60,000 in March next year. But my cost basis on that stock was 28 cents. So, yeah. Anyway, so we'll see what happens with Real Luck Group.